Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're notified of when we upload new video content, which is always going to be on a regular basis. Be one of the first of you, first to like, first to comment, first to share, and all that good stuff there. Alright, so basically this is a review on Fleur East's second album called Fearless. And yeah, here we go. First, let me just get into the album artwork. I mean, she's resting on I believe it's a pillow, or not even a pillow. No, it's not even a pillow when I think about it. Right, it's actually like she's on a couch and she's just literally crashed out, but she's resting on the handrest. She just looks bare tired, but she looks peaceful, and you know, I like how she's able to wear her natural hair and just be fearless with it. You know what I mean? Because there are some who believe that you can't be yourself. You can't wear your natural hair. You can't be going out with no makeup as an entertainer or whatever. Like, I don't know why that is. However, I'm glad she's able to live her full truth. You know what I mean? Just be completely fearless. Yeah, as the album title suggests. I believe she's wearing like a brown leather jacket as well, which also matches the color of her hair. But that's also like golden brown, which is interesting. But anyway, there's basically 13 tracks on the album, and let's start off with Easy to Love, Lucky, There She Go, Size, On and On, Mine, No Boy, No Cry, Things I Should Have Said, Figured Out, Fame, Who Are You featuring Naya Ekanem, probably pronounced his surname wrong, and I shouldn't have, because I have a feeling about something. I could be wrong, and I'm not going to mention it, because I've seen that surname somewhere else before. And then Favorite Thing, and then Absent Speaks Louder Than Words. So obviously there's only one feature. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes down to music, with Fleur East, I like her sound. She sort of, put it this way, yeah, she reminds me, I don't like to do comparisons, but I have to do this comparison. She reminds me, this whole album in particular, the way that she's singing, the way that she's directing her voice, and you know, the things she's singing about as well, it's similar to Lizzo's album Cause I Love You, which I believe it's very like a theatrical production type of thing, which is nothing wrong with it, because what Fleur East can do, and I mentioned this in Lizzo's review, so you can go watch that. Well, after this, but yeah, like she basically, what they can basically do is create a theatre production around this album. And recently, I saw that Dolly Parton's got a musical theatre production, 9 to 5. Do you see what I mean? Like, you can definitely do something. You know what I mean? It's just making more ways to make money from your art, and just not that. It's not just making more money from your art. It's also more ways for people to value your art, and you know, expressing what you expressed when you wrote what you wrote and all that stuff. There, this is the one thing I like about art. You can express it in so many different ways for other people to understand that they wouldn't have understood from a different source of art. Do you see what I mean? It's very interesting. It's very intriguing. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into one song. Whether it's in context or out of context, it is what it is. You know what? Let's just go into the song. Not even the song. The name of the title of the album, Fearless. All right. So dating and relationships in general, you have to be fearless, no matter what you've been through. Yeah, whatever experience you have been before, whether it's bad or good, you have to move forward being fearless, and being fearless to the point where you know that you may not ever experience that same negative experience that you've experienced. You understand? So you have to move forward. Now, I know it sounds easier said than done, but it really is easier. Yeah? It really is easy to do, so I say. And that's because if you focus your energy on, learning exactly how relationships actually work, and you learn how dating actually works, but you also learn, what your role is as a person in that dating or relationship situation, you will position yourself in a possible position when it comes to dating and relationships where you're going to be fearless because you've got that knowledge, you've got that confidence, and it will show. Because the interesting thing about life is people feel your aura. People can see through bullshit either way. Like, sometimes it may take some people a few weeks or months to realize. Other than that, some people straight away. But it is what it is. But if you like the way you carry yourself, the knowledge you have will carry you in a different way. Yeah, it will carry you in a different way that people will be like, there's something about that person. I don't know what it is. And then when you get to talking to them, you get to vibes in with them, you start to see and feel why, not because of what they're saying, but how they're actually moving. Do you understand? You could be that person. All you have to do is just click the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Akabulan Trust. And when you do that, you get access to online courses such as roles and relationships. Yeah, and that's where you're going to learn how to develop yourself. Let's just say if you're a man, you learn how to develop yourself as a fiber alpha male. And if you're a woman, you learn how to develop yourself as a pure feminine woman. Plus, on top of that, in that same course, you learn exactly how dating and relationships actually work. All right? So, now, back to the album. I'm going to give this album 9 out of 10. I wanted to give it a 10 out of 10, but I don't know, there's something, I don't know what it is. There's something that I probably wanted to hear more. I don't know what it was. Either way, there is one track in particular. I believe it is the one with Naya, Who Are You? Yeah, it is Who Are You. It's that song. Because I even quoted it on the Alkebulan Trust Twitter, which is Alkebulan_Trust. So make sure you go follow that on Twitter. And basically I quoted it saying, what was it again? It was to do with, you know what, let me get the lyrics up. Because one thing I like about some people who are actually doing music, what they're able to do, yeah, is use their art to actually teach and express what really is going on. Some people do it just for it's not even coming up. Oh well. In fact, let me do this. Because the thing about this album in general, Alright, so basically, let me see if I can find it properly. Alright, so boom. Because the hook goes, don't hide your features, they're not your weakness. You are who you are. All of your pieces make your greatness. Yeah, and that's from the track Who You Are from Fearless. So yeah, so essentially, I like that type of vibe there where people are educating their audience, letting them know that, accept who you are. And because it's vague, it doesn't necessarily, and not just because it's vague, hang on. Yeah, because it's also vague, but also personal. Do you see what I mean? So basically, it's like, when I say vague, it can relate to anybody, whether it's black, white, Asian. It can relate to anybody, whether you're a man or a woman. It can relate to anybody. So that's one thing I like as well. But also, remember I was talking about the artwork, how I like how she's able to be herself and wear her natural hair and all that stuff there. That lyric, that bar, that hook right there is the epitome of what I actually mean. So it only makes sense. Do you see what I mean? So big up Fleur East and whoever else was partly involved in the whole album process and writing that song and stuff like that. Get me? Salute, salute, salute. But anyway, the album, 9 out of 10. The link to the album's in the description box below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.